I have science class my second period, right? And in said science class, there's this kid, and we'll call this kid Carl, right? So, Carl's a pretty interesting child, alright? As soon as I met him, I realized that he was an extremely, like, quiet personality. So I just assumed at first that he was just like a nerd or something that wasn't really all that socially confident at all. But then this sucker, for lack of better words, starts hitting on the ladies, alright? I don't really know how else to describe it, but this dude starts hitting on the ladies, giving girls candy and stuff to try and make them happy for reasons I don't have to explain. Oh
man.
Am I really gonna have to do this whole thing? If I have to do this whole thing, I'm gonna be triggered. I have to do the whole thing.
Copy that, Hendricks.
Yes, of course I do.
Make a pit stop along the way. The Immortals
but that's alright.
reached the Black Station. They're prepping a shipment for transport at the
So,
docks.
I didn't get that far in it anyway, but so
Why would the Immortals
I just think this dude's
They must have had something that they
like
If sensitive
a
material
socially
falls into the hands of the
confident
CDP,
person
it could
who
prove
just didn't really
extremely
know
damaging to the
me, I
Winslow
guess.
Accord. We're awaiting
And I
confirmation
didn't
on a
know
drone
him,
strike,
and that's why he didn't talk to me all that much.
Activity ahead.
But
Stay low.
sorry, my cat's talking to me. Hey, kitty, say something in the mic. You gonna say something?
The Immortals
purring
run a
right now, I think.
well-established trade in human flesh.
Meow,
They sell
kitty.
people for whatever purpose you may want them. That's why they attacked the shantytown.
Alright, I guess I ain't gonna say anything.
The collar makes sure they can't get away. Follow me! Hands up!
Now you decide to fire at me now that I'm not looking. Because that means that what I've been training for has worked. See, kitty, I've trained you so that if you meow, I'll pet you.
Hit him with the
Crap.
swarm launcher.
But so this kid comes in a few minutes late. That's one thing that I did notice about him. So
Grenades ain't gonna
I just think he might know, I guess. He might be like a special acquaintance with the teacher or something.
I'm on it.
Kitty, relax, baby. But I just think, are you alright? This cat's freaking out. What is it? Hold on. I'm trying to get it to purr into the mic, and I just died trying to get that.
Hostiles in the building. Third floor.
Alright. Sorry, I was bent down and I couldn't see the screen.
Fire 'em out. Double time. Hit him with the swarm launcher.
I don't have any small ones in my inventory, getting back. But see, this is why live gameplay is hard for me to do, but at the same time it's the most fun type of gameplay to do. You know what? I'm quitting this and going to multiplayer just because it's a bit easier to record in this crowd. Yeah, you can tell I was super prepared for this video. But so me and the kids start talking. And he's like, yo, my name's Carl. We'll call him that just for the video. For obvious reasons, I'm not going to say his actual name. But, so Carl and me start talking. And he sits down right next to me and all that. And halfway, like we start class, and about halfway through it, somebody starts doing something with their chair. And like, just for some background, the chairs in my science class are like super old. They're from like the early 2000s, right? And they're all like rolly chairs, and all the wheels like squeak and stuff. And somebody was like leaning back in their chair or something, and this kid didn't want to hear it, for some reason. And this kid, after a while of hearing this, like, this kid started, like, for lack of a better word, he basically just started rocking back and forth in his chair, and it squeaked. So after a while, the teacher was like, whoever's squeaking, could you stop? I don't want to hear it. And as soon as that happened, out of nowhere, our boy Carl, out of nowhere, he had to speak up, apparently, or something. And he was like, yes, he screamed, yes, could whoever is doing that please stop, it's getting very distracting. And he like stood up and freaking screamed it. So of course, if you've ever seen him, you would know that he's not really the most physically intimidating person you've ever seen. So nobody really paid him much attention. And let's just say our boy Carl didn't like that too much, right? So the person in the chair keeps rocking, right? And this time the kid has the frickin' politeness to raise his hand so the teacher stops talking. He stands up and screams, "Do not use this to provoke me. Stop squeaking your chair." Hey baby. Sorry, my cat's still here next to me. And the entire room just goes silent, cause this weirdo, this band kid, just basically told everybody to shut up. And you know, of course, nobody was really doing anything on purpose. It was just like an accident because the chairs are super old. But he was not having it. He just was not having it for anything, right? So after a while, everything just gets quiet, and he just, like, I guess he just accepts the silence, and he doesn't say anything anymore. But you know, this is a story from the very earlier, the yesterweek, basically. Since it was the very beginning of the new semester, the teacher like brought everybody into her classroom. It was like, hey, I'm Miss Donald. I'm your new science teacher. Here are like the rules, and here's the syllabus and all that. And she was like, you know, can anybody? She was just doing like that impossible like signature sheet or whatever that teachers do sometimes. And there was one of them where it was like, be able to impersonate a famous figure or a Disney actor or something like that. And this Carl raised his hand that he could impersonate a famous figure, and he went with the genie Robin Williams or whatever from Aladdin, right? And he did his impersonation, and it was freaking buns. But the teacher's not gonna be like, but you know, like, teachers want to be like supportive or whatever. So obviously the teacher wasn't outright like, kid, you suck, just like, please never do that impression again, you're freaking buns at it. And so he felt super confident about it. He felt like he was gonna catch some ladies doing that, alright? But everybody just like went with it for the time, and he began to convince that he was pretty good at it, I guess. He became convinced that he was the god at it or whatever, because he starts doing it again, like in the middle of class, and the teacher once again doesn't want to be like a butt cheek about it, or like come across as a butt cheek and upset this kid. So she brings up into the conversation how she was watching like a video or something, and she saw the clip that the kid had tried to like act out or whatever. And this kid just got so proud of it. This kid also tried to do an Australian accent, and it was just straight horrible. This kid does not know how to do an Australian accent really properly. It's really like based off stereotypes and stuff. but he's a nice kid, but I'm running out of stories to tell about him. I've only met him a few days, but he's already bringing some like crazy stories. And after he started yelling at people, me and my friend, after school, not after school, but after class, we were getting together, and we started talking about how this kid's gonna be bringing his MP5K PDW to school with the extended mag, forward foregrip, and FMJ on, you know, with parabolic microphone, and tracker and scavenger, because that kid was straight acting like a school shooter. All right, I'd hate to use that terminology, but he was just acting like a nerd. All right, and he just acted so upset, and nobody took him seriously, because there really was no reason for him to be really all that upset about it. Nobody really did anything or anything to get him mad. Oh baby, that was a good play for me. I've never done anything that cool in Black Ops 3. But that was really my video. You guys did no frick it. That would have been a. That would have been a really cool kill, but I didn't get it. See, I barely ever played Black Ops 3. I'm doing pretty frickin'. Oh, what the frick? Oh, mine. I didn't even notice that. Oh, frick. I'm just eating buns at the last second. No, I must not. No, I shall not fail at the last second. I fall to this curse a lot. I was not meant to fall to it again. I was not meant to go down like this. Oh, frick off, man. I don't know what that is, but that scares me. Those things fly. Yes, I got him. I'm a survivor. Oh, come on. The landmine spammers. I don't even like the prize fighters. I don't know if I've ever gotten a kill with them. Go get him! Yes, I got him. I don't know if I'm just good at it or if this crap's easy or what. I'm not good, I'm like average. But I beat people of a higher rank than me, so. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit the like button and sub. All that stuff's appreciated. I love you all so much.
Let's get this party started.
So yeah guys, bye. I'll freaking end this video in a second. Yeah.